Namaste, Hamisha Khush Raho Vidya. I am JVWU Dr. Trivedi and today I am taking the session of BSCBED 4th semester ZBC and the paper is Anatomy, Ecology and Evolution. So let's start. Today the topic is evolutionary theories and the first theory which we are going to take in today's lecture is Darwinism. Now, Charles Darwin was a British naturalist and he proposed the theory of biological evolution by natural selection. He defined evolution as a descent with modification, that species change over time, give rise to new species and share a common ancestor. He also proposed the natural selection, that is, because the resources are limited in nature, the organism with heritable traits that favor survival and reproduction will tend to leave more offspring than their peers, causing the traits to increase in frequency over generation. Then natural selection also caused the population to become adapted and increasingly well suited to the environments over time. Then we have, according to Charles Darwin, what is evolution? According to Charles Darwin, the evolution can be said as that the species change over time and new species always come from pre-existing species. That means all the species share a common ancestor. Then let's take natural selection more in detail. The concept of natural selection was based on several observations. Like the traits are often heritable. In living organisms, many characters are inherited and passed from parents to offspring. Though at that time Darwin was not aware of the word genes. So more offspring can survive, are produced than can survive. So organisms which are capable of producing more offspring than the environment can support. So this leads to competition for limited resources in each generation. The offspring vary in their heritable trait. Now many of the offspring in generation can be slightly different from one another in their color, size and shape, and these many of features are inheritable also. So on these observations, he concluded that in a population, some individuals will have inherited traits that help them to survive and reproduce. And the generations and the individual with the helpful traits will have more offspring in the next generation than their partner. The helpful traits are heritable because the organism with these traits are having more offspring and they are more coming in the next generation. The population will become adapted to the individual environment. So these are the simple observations Darwin concluded. Now let's take the example of how natural selection works. Now this is a hypothetical example. Like suppose there is a group of mice with a heritable variation in the fur color, that is black and tan, and they have moved to a new area where the rock's color is black. Now the environment features hawks which likes to eat the mice, and naturally the black ones are camouflaged against the black rock and the tan ones are more easily spotted. So the hawks can see and eat the tan mice more easily, and a large fraction of the tan mice are eaten, whereas the black mice are as comparatively eaten less. Now if we look at the ratio, it will be the black mice will be higher in population because their population because they have been eaten less. So they have a more chance of survival and production. So the fur color is heritable, that can be passed from parent to child. So increased group of black mice in the surviving group means increased fraction of black mice in the next generation, and after several generations almost entirely black mice were seen. So this is the example of natural selection or change in heritable features of population due to evolution. So, students, I hope you have liked my lecture. If you have any query, please comment in the comment section. I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by digital version 2.0 of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Namaste and thank you.